Okay, so I think probably about good with the treads. I don't know what distance you want this hole to be offset, but of course that is flexible. That's 3 inches. There's 2 inches-ish. You can see it updates in the 3D model. Kind of see where that lands. All of the treads have that hole, except for the first one, obviously, or I think obviously, like you wouldn't want that piece going down to the floor. I'm assuming only in between the actual treads. So all 14 of them, except for the first one, have it. This is your 1/2 inch plus or minus on the wave. I don't know if that's what you want, or and I think actually that's like 1/4 inch deviation from just a normal. Like if we set this to 0, then that's normal. There's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and 1 inch. So yeah, there's 0.5, which is 1/4 inch either way. We can play with how much meat there is added after the hole. That's 1/4 inch. Push that up a bit. It's kind of an organic shape that goes around there. It's not meant to be like a perfect offset or radius or anything like that. But it depends on the hole size, of course, which is here. Increase that up 1 inch. Oh, that really messes with things, doesn't it? It's funny. Yeah. But 1/2 inch, whatever. We can make that whatever it needs to be. What else is there? Oh, yeah. I know you're probably not ready for the gussets underneath. But one thing we could, this is a shape that's more or less like the shape that you made. And we have a lot of control over its overall form. We can kind of push it in and out, mess with it, make these curves visible so you can see them maybe a little better. Just kind of mess with that shape overall. How wide it is at the back, how deep it is overall. Whatever ship shape you want. Add more stations along the way, smooth it out. One thing I was thinking for the gussets that might be kind of simple is that we can't really unroll this whole shape as a single shape, but we could unroll each half of it. Super easy. Like that's a really straightforward unroll project. And then just weld it down the seam. And that would require some deforming on your part, but you know, to kind of get this shape to bow out and everything like that. So you'd like, you know, form each one of them individually, each half, and then weld it together and maybe smooth out and round over that edge if you want. I think that's probably your best bet for this form in the time that you have. Probably makes sense. We can push that width out. Whatever you want to do there, it's kind of built in. now. Yeah. Get back at me. I got a lot of other things I need to do this weekend, so please try to get back to me as soon as you can. But it's coming together, and this is a 2D drawing here. We can fire this off as DWG or DXF or whatever those guys want. No problem. So, and I don't know what their bed size is or their sheet size is, but I figured I'd try to nest it a little bit anyway, and then we can go from there. All right, cool.